Yeah, all right, we about to get a little controversial. I want to talk about AI. So let me address the elephant in the room first, which is the water supply, right? I see that that's the main concern, and I'm a Pisces, so I care about the environment. You know what I mean? And I realize what it could potentially be, like all of those dystopian movies that have the arid desert land with robots walking around, killing off humans and stuff like that, right? Taking over the planet. I've seen those apocalyptic movies. You know what I mean? And it makes one curious, like, yo, can it really end up being like that due to AI? Makes it makes you consider, at least. You know what I mean? However, at the same time, the same way that there was a hydrogen car made in the 70s, and more renditions of that model became into fruition by multiple other scientists and engineers, I believe that they, whoever they are, have a type of system that can replace whatever that water system, that water cooling system is now for the AI. And if not, bet believe that there's a scientist and engineer working on that right now. So my approach is still optimistic about the whole AI situation. I'm standing on that. I think what it is with people who are against it is fear. The fear of that happening to the planet. And what can happen, which happens in a lot of instances, is that when new technology hits, the people who are fearful of utilizing it, they get left behind. They get left behind, and by the time that they find out that the thing is here to stay, they're either priced out or there is some barrier to entry that prevents them from using it. And then what the cost of being left behind is too much of a cost to pay if you're me, if you're a person like me. Now, on the other hand, you got people who use it frivolously. And this is not a slight to y'all if you do, you know what I mean? Continue to make your photos, because maybe that's what you need to test it out, to get inspired enough to do something else with it. But for creatives, it's a whole different ball game that you would want to get on. It's just like how DVDs took out cassettes, right? Or VCR tapes and things of that nature. How the internet took over CDs, streaming and stuff like that. In the beginning, you're like, nah, I'm not with this. I'm not jacking it. I'm going back to whatever it was before. But then you realize 10, 15, 20 years down the line, that new technology is here to stay. And now you're late on it. You're a second mover instead of being a first mover on it. And as a creative, why would you want to do that? Why would you want to place yourself in that type of predicament just out of fear? So that's how I stand on it. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it. That's how I perceive it. I do think that eventually people who are in more power and control of it will understand this notion of fear that I'm talking about, and will probably use the water cooling thing as a power grab. Meaning this, there'll probably be like a minimum amount of credits allocated to users after a while. Because right now it's free, right? You can use AI all you want right now for the most part. Some companies charge fees, others don't. They want to get you involved in it now. The more users, the more their investors get excited, because that's considered growth. And eventually they're going to lock people in with prices the more comfortable that they become using it, right? So you have that component, but with this growing fear of the water cooling system taking so much water from the earth, there's going to, you remember how peak oil came out? And it was like, oh, we only got a certain amount of oil left. And this was years ago. So the prices are going to go to this. They fear-mongered the fuck out of us. The oil prices are going to skyrocket to this, that, and the third. Didn't ever happen, right? Didn't ever happen. So they use that as a power grab, and I think the same thing is going to be done probably when it comes to this, because, and they might say, okay, because of the water usage, we're going to now only allow you a certain amount of usage for the AI product. And again, I think that they'll have the technology to counter the water situation and just hold on to it. So be careful out there, y'all, for the engineers and the scientists who want to, create something new to counter that. You can understand why without me saying it, right? So pardon me if it got too bright, but people keep calling me, it's getting in the way of this. So there's that. But at the same time, that might be a good thing. And I say it might be a good thing because of the economy, right? Because, like I said, the people who use it frivolously, with no intention to make it economic, such as to sell a product or provide a service, it's going to cut them out pretty much. It's going to at least put them in a box to say, well, why are you even using AI? Only for pictures to post for, again, if it's, and this is not to slight anybody, but if you're only using it for personal reasons or just to get attention without putting a link in the bio for somebody to purchase something, that would make one consider as well, because it's still a resource, right? Why be wasteful with the resources? So I look at it from that angle as well. Now, another thing, right, is the job loss, the fear. Another fear factor is the job loss. Oh, AI is going to take all our jobs. AI is going to take all our jobs. Shout out to the conspiracy theorists. We're batting 1,000 right now. Everything that conspiracy theorists were saying before is coming into fruition. And I say that to say this. Now that this is here, conspiracy theorists have already prepared as soon as they heard about AI. I say, oh, I'm going to jump on this new thing and see how I could finagle my way and how I could learn this thing so I could utilize it to the best of my ability. While again, the people who are stagnant because of fear are punching holes in the system and finding all of the ways of why it shouldn't be used. What's happening there is your job will be eventually lost anyway. And a lot of people that I see complaining about it have jobs that they believe is secure. But I would tell you to guess again. Don't be so sure about that, buddy. And what happens when that does happen? When the average job is taken over on a large scale, 80% maybe of the workforce taken over by AI, then you're going to find yourself in a situation where you have a whole bunch of time to yourself to do other things. And you might not know what to do because you've been stuck in the rat race for so long and haven't prepared for this time. But if you ask me, this can impact your well-being positively. Because best believe there's going to be a remedy. You know, I made a documentary on, the universal coin, so to speak, for people to get allowances or stipends. Once everything goes digital, the currency goes digital anyway. So just imagine, let's just say you have enough to make it, to get by and have all of your essential needs met without working. That's a positive thing. That's a good thing, because now you can sit your ass down and figure out what you really want to do with life, or figure out what you was really born to do with life. Because a lot of us sacrifice what we were sent here to do in the first place in order to get money to pay bills and things of that nature. And if you're been living outside of your means all of this time, yeah, it's going to be tougher for you. It's going to be tougher for you. Because you didn't become a minimalist, you didn't become frugal, because you had that job security that for whatever reason you felt comfortable enough, like this is going to last forever. And again, this is not to slight anybody. I know I sound sarcastic as fuck, but sometimes I can't help it. You need to hear this. So there's that. You'll have the ability to do something that won't cause so much stress, that won't get your nervous system all out of whack every Monday because you're going to a job that you hate. Which brings me to the next part. For people that are creative, musicians, actors, actresses, entertainers alike, for you to be punching holes in the AI system is kind of asinine to me. And as I say that because as humans, right, we swear up and down that we're great at communicating, when in a lot of instances we're not. And I could speak from my own experience. Let me say that this is my opinion right here. There are plenty of times to where I've negotiated with people and to get something done creatively and it didn't happen. There are other instances where I did negotiate with others and it did happen. Shout out to y'all. But it's more times than not that people don't end up getting in the deal. And of course, there's different factors. Maybe it's the price, or maybe it's the contract, or it can also be that maybe you just weren't competent enough. So when it came down to really do it, you didn't realize that you didn't have the skill set to pull it off. Or you didn't know what the contract consists of, or you don't know how to draw up a contract, or you didn't have a lawyer when it was time to do it, or you didn't have a lawyer to at least look over it, or whatever reason that people come up with to back out of situations where they could collaborate with people. It shows that the human conditioning is flawed. And when you think about gatekeeping and blackballing, that has been, and despite it being some of the greatest times, at least music-wise, to where the greatest music had came out when there was more gatekeeping and blackballing, that's another story for another time. But here it is, the opportunity for people to make music videos, for people to make content, just regular content of speaking, motivational speaking, whatever type of speaking that you do. Here it is, the opportunity for you to make short films, full feature-length films at a fraction of the cost. And when I say fraction, I mean a fraction of the cost of what Hollywood is saying that these movies cost. And here it is that you're sitting there and you're saying, no, I'm not doing it because it looks like slop, or it looks like this. It's not organic. It's not human. It's AI. Listen, the more you keep saying that, the more time is going to go by, because I jumped on it as soon as it came out. I was just behind the scenes with it. And the reason being is because I too found the quality not to be up to par enough to be able to say, okay, this is good enough. But just like that, that quick, AI, depending on what company you use, what platform you use, and the features you use, that fast, the work is coming out amazing. I give it by next year, it's going to be so close to what all of us really look like and how all of us really move, that it's going to be worth it. So for any artist or creative that was complaining during the era of blackballing and gatekeeping, what are you talking about right now? Like, what is your excuse now? All of the opportunity is in your hands for you to get busy, and you're not going to do it. And this brings me back to people failing to collab with people. It could be because of egos. It could be because of so many different things. And now when you lose your job because a creator has found out how to master AI and wear all of the hats that you no longer have to wear for us, you're going to be able to sit with yourself. I hope you're able to sit with yourself and come to reality. Come to the terms with how many times you fronted on people because you was snooty, or you was hot-titty, or you thought you was better than somebody, or you thought you got this amount of jewelry or this amount of money and clout. Money ain't gonna mean, money right now don't mean shit in the creative world because of AI. So you can't use that anymore. You can't. It's gonna come down to who comes up with the best shit and who could do it, produce it fast enough, and who can monetize all of it. And for people that are in Hollywood, like for you actors and actresses and directors and writers who are grabbing picket signs, out of your mind. Why would you grab a picket sign when you was the shaker and mover of the needle the whole entire time Hollywood was in play? You made the moves necessary to make that magic come into fruition. And here it is, y'all got the opportunity to take matters into your own hands and do your own thing, start your own companies, fuck a Actors Guild or whatever that shit is called. Y'all can start your own shit right now. Because I kid you not, right? Although I use AI for many hats, some things I won't use it for. It is not a better writer than a human writer. It just doesn't have that type of imagination. The most powerful skill, superpower that a human has on this planet, I don't care who you are. If you don't believe me, it's just because you haven't tapped into it like that. Or maybe you just don't have an imagination. Let me not fluff you up and give you accolades that you don't possess if that's not true. But for the people that been in the game, got skin in the game, borrows are nice. You know that already. And y'all are losing y'all jobs because Hollywood is firing y'all for the AI product. Go do your thing, dog. Go do your thing, man. Now is your time. Are you kidding me? The stuff that y'all could come up with, I can't see it the way that y'all see it if y'all on it like that. But time will tell, and I've been a predictor of many things. Check my YouTube astrology channel, you'll know that by now. But anyway, check out my new song and video called Quirky. I used AI. I'm out.